Welcome to Krambamble, the podcast about nothing in particular, but just like the 1950s when school kids had their leather straps wrapped around their books and walked up their country road and got chased down that road by rabid raccoons and coyotes, it's going absolutely nowhere. My name's Taz.
And I'm Kirsten. Raccoons and coyotes?
Yeah, I was thinking about Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Oh, right.
Kirsten.
Right. Yep.
Objective opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty cool, right?
Yes.
Why haven't the aliens picked me yet?
Oh, because they never pick anyone cool. Haven't you seen the abductees? They're never cool, well-rounded people. They're usually people who, let's put it this way, they're the weaker of the species.
That makes me feel better.
You know, like how wolves will pick off the weak and disabled members of a herd? I reckon that's what they're doing. They will pick the mentally unstable people so that when they come back with all their stories, we all go, oh, all right, Jeremy.
I feel much better. Though, I want to be chosen. I want to go to space and look out through the little...
With all the butt probes?
Small price to play for the nice view we get of the flat disc on the turtle's back that is our world.
But I mean, just wait for Elon to get us all into space.
I'm impatient. Elon's on the right path. He's going to get it done, but I don't know if I can wait another 20 years.
Fair play.
Like, I want a little bit more of my life ahead of me in which I can tell people about.
And it's free with aliens. It's super free.
Well, you don't pay money, but much like hitchhiking, there's a price.
There is a price.
And
wink.
And I think we know which of the three you got to pay for that one.
Well, I was reading a really dumb article on how to get abducted.
Oh, okay. I don't have a pen. No. Okay, go. I'll
jot this down with your brain.
I'll listen back to this podcast. Convenient.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
Step 1 to getting abducted.
That's all right. I can also email you at krambamblepodcast@gmail.com with the instructions.
Excellent. We're probably going to get a lot of people requesting you email that out to them now. They're like, I need a digital copy.
Oh, no. I don't think I could ever find the article again because I read it and went, this is useless and so dumb.
One of those Facebook articles that disappears into the ether?
Oh, no, just my memory, just of where did I read that?
Okay.
I read a lot of supernatural and paranormal websites, so.
Ooh, there's so many of them too.
Yeah. So the best way to do it is to be mindful of it. It's all about mindfulness. So you need to stand outside on a clear night and just project your thoughts and be as open and welcoming as you can be.
You have to be a human beacon.
Yep.
Oh. So aliens are hippies.
I would assume so, according to this article. Yes.
Well, maybe there's like yoga aliens. Yoga hippie aliens. That sounds like a horror movie from the 70s.
Why is there not that movie? That would be amazing. Yoga hippie aliens.
Yoga hippie aliens attacking a small country town. And it starts off with like a really weird kooky dude who goes into like, it's going to be one of those one street towns and then takes over the old bookshop and everyone's all up in arms. They're like, oh, get out of our town. But it's some new agey dude. Naturally, like really, like, you know, like real Moby looking, bald, kind of looks like a turtleneck.
I'm also thinking that he's...
Of course, our dog is barking while we're trying to podcast.
Of course. Sabaka!
That's Sabaka, listeners. He's a dog and...
We don't like him very much at this moment.
Not at the moment, no. No, we're going to leave him outside and he can project his thoughts into space and see if he gets collected by someone that cares.
But yeah, I was thinking that the guru's wife would be absolutely stunning, like Claudia Schiffer back in the day.
Yes, and it wouldn't make sense. You're like, that it doesn't add up, but it turns out the...
And so like there's a lot of men who suddenly started playing for these yoga classes?
Naturally.
Yep.
Yeah, naturally. They go, oh yes, my wife assists with particular poses. And then the men start disappearing.
Oh, yeah. They're harvesting their organs. So the men don't actually disappear. They just get sicker and sicker. Oh. And they're not sure why. And then it's revealed that half the town's missing their liver.
Their liver?
Yeah, or their spleen. They're harvesting organs.
Oh, gotcha. Like a farming situation.
Yep.
So this yoga hippie alien is like a Whole Foods distributor for his home race, and he selects all of the livers naturally from free-range humans.
Yes, but he needs them as like organic and beautiful as possible.
Yes.
So that's why he's promoting this healthy living. So he stays there for almost a year without harvesting them, getting them onto this healthy mindset and eating whole grains.
They've got the clerk seal of approval.
Yeah, exactly. So he's actually just doing organic farming.
And it's all wrapped in brown paper naturally, no plastics.
No, of course
not.
No
plastics. I could get behind that. Small town.
And the spaceship's like a combi van.
Yes. Excellent. That's why the combi vans are still hanging around, because they're made of an alien material that can't be destroyed and they don't rust.
Oh my gosh, we've cracked it.
We've cracked the code.
Illuminati confirmed, as Charlie would say.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's what the lizard people want you to think. Oh, I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were playing a game. They would play a game called Lizard Person or Not Lizard Person.
Uh-huh.
And apparently it's the best game to play in LA.
Okay.
Because almost everyone
is a lizard person.
Definitely lizard person. Yeah, lizard alien overlords.
Well, that actually opens up beautifully into one of the segments I wanted to do.
How convenient.
Because we're talking about celebrities.
Yes.
And I have what I've called supernatural celebrities.
Insert, I'm going to make a little sound thing. No, it's not at all what I wanted. You ever make a tune in your head and it sounds nothing like what comes out of your mouth?
Yeah, when I dream in the most beautiful music.
Yes.
Just where you even when you're semi-conscious, so you're sort of lucid dreaming, you're going, oh, I need to remember this. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever, and there's no way you can remember it. And I hate that because you're like, my brain made this. There is no possibility of anything else having created this beautiful music. Yeah. And then it just won't remember it when I wake up.
I was going for one of those awards ceremony, the little ditties I got for 30 seconds, but done in really horrible 80s synth, like when a kid first gets a keyboard and he's like,
because it sounded a little porny.
I think every song that I try to hum out sounds porny. It's just the price I pay. All right, so supernatural celebrities.
Supernatural celebrities. Yep. So
again.
Yeah, Mario.
Oh, it is too Mario. Oh man, Nintendo's going to copyright block us.
He should be on my list because this is celebrities who believe in ghosts.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Okay.
All right. So there's some really, really awesome ones. There's some people I don't know because I'm not up on celebrity gossip, so I only pick the ones that I know.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Gotcha.
So we've got Kristen Stewart. She reckons she talks to them all the time. There's a quote that if I'm in a weird small town making a movie and I'm in a strange apartment, I will literally be like, no, please, I cannot deal. Anyone else, but it cannot be me. Who knows what ghosts are, but there is an energy and I'm really sensitive to it. Sure you are.
What an interesting young lady.
Sure you are. My favourite though.
Yes.
And only because I love her as an actress.
Okay.
Is Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes.
And I love her because it's not like, oh, and I was in this old mansion and there was like a ghost there. Her connection is she plays Princess Margaret in season 3 of The Crown. And she wanted to do it.
Really?
Yeah. And she wanted to do it justice.
Yes.
So she contacted her with a psychic medium.
Wowza.
I know. So she could ask her if she's doing a good job.
Now, I haven't seen any of the seasons of The Crown, so I don't know if she acted it well. So has there been any feedback on whether or not she got the lowdown from the spirit of Queen Margaret, you said?
Princess Margaret. And Princess Margaret said, yeah, you're the actress I wanted. I didn't like who they were going to cast.
That's what Helena wants you to think.
Oh, well, I don't see her lying. I could see her going, yeah, she hated it. I don't see her bothering.
Those crazy eyes, though, I don't trust them.
I just love her. I think she's great.
Who else we got?
We have one that is a very tenuous connection because I've seen Will and Grace, but I don't think you have.
Mm-hmm.
She's the sassy black-haired one. Mm-hmm. Her name is Megan Mullally.
Yes. All
right. Apparently, she stayed in the house of the wife of former NFL star O.J. Simpson.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the quote is, I wasn't in the same house, but it was on the same property where the old house once stood. Okay. We would be in the house in one corner, like there were 3 bedrooms, blah, blah, blah. Where's the juicy bit?
So is this on the property that the old house used to stand on, but the new house that OJ lived in has been put on top of?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there would be this weird sounds all night. And it was because, and she would say, that's Nicole and she's pissed. Nick, her partner, doesn't get why she's annoyed.
Oh.
So to get rid of the noises, she played episodes of The American Crime Story about her murder.
Whoa.
So that Nick would understand where she was coming from, and then apparently the noises stopped.
What the heck?
I know.
That's
so
bizarre.
there's like a quick and easy way to do an exorcism is just make sure there's a TV show about your death and play it to them, going, look, I understand.
Just appealing to their narcissism.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. You're the victim.
You are the victim.
You are the victim.
Yeah.
Leave her alone, Nick.
So we're really lucky. If we're ever in a haunted house, we can be like, we'll put you on the podcast. Your story we'll tell.
True. Yep. I like that. I like that. Our first guest can be one of the formerly living victims of... I don't know where that was going. I imagine like a gang of possums killing someone. It went to a dark place.
Okay.
What is a group of possums called? I imagine Australian possums and American opossums have a different name because I think the ones here
are we talking about collective nouns?
Yes.
Yep. I don't know.
Oh, you don't
Would you
know?
like me to look it up?
No, that's okay. I'm curious. I'm going to call it a menagerie. A menagerie of possums.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And opossums can be a Florida.
A Florida of possums.
Florida of opossums. Because I think the opossums are the crazy ones, right? There's an O in front of
They're
them.
the ones that look really rat-like.
Like demon rats.
Yeah.
Like something, a horror film.
I'm picturing that
Construction
sort
guy.
of grey fur, the really rat-like face and that long tail. Ugh.
Like a little pig nose.
Yeah.
Almost on a weird snout.
They
Yeah,
don't,
that's the one.
they're not cute. Whereas our Australian possums are flippin' adorable.
They're cute but loud. WrestleMania in the ceilings.
They are
Not
very
supernatural guys, but really annoying.
Speaking of which, I
Yes.
think that's what Khloe Kardashian?
Yes.
No, Kendall Jenner
Yes.
may have mistaken for a ghost.
Oh. Pig nose.
Yeah, I think they may have been just possums.
Oh.
Because she says, I do believe in ghosts, but I've never seen one. Oh, okay, cool. That's nice. Although I'm giving her a lot of shtick, and I feel the same way. So just between listeners and myself, I had a chat to Taz about this the other day where I was very, very skeptical about ghosts, and I don't really believe in them. But if someone said, hey, here's a Ouija board, do you want to play? Hell no. No, I don't. So there must be a level of belief there for me to be scared enough not to do it.
I'm not sold on the Ouija boards. There's too much human interaction for me to take it seriously.
Oh, I agree.
Don't
But anyway, so Kendall Jenner, blah, 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 doesn't believe in ghosts, does believe in ghosts. She said, in the house where my mum lives, Kylie and I would always hear footsteps on the roof when no one was home.
Paparazzi.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Paparazzi or possum?
I wonder if there's ghost paparazzi.
Now, there's
in
a fun
LA.
game. Paparazzi or possums? It's always going to be possums because we're not famous.
I thought the game was going to be paparazzi or ghosts, and then it took a turn possums, and I don't know if I was disappointed or excited.
I think I just like the alliteration.
You and your alliteration.
Speaking of alliteration,
Yes.
that moves me on to the thing I've been dying to discuss with you.
Ooh, talking about ghosts and dying. Was that a pun?
But
Okay.
no, not on
Was that a pun?
purpose.
We can cut that out.
Okay. This is what really, really annoys me is there is a stretch of land in Australia.
Yes. There are many.
This one in particular has had a lot of weird and unexplained phenomenon happen there.
Okay.
All right. Just for the listeners, it's between Dunmore train crossing and Minamurra station
I have no idea where that is, and I live in Australia.
in New South Wales.
Oh, I have no idea where that is, and I live in Australia. That was a joke. I know what New South Wales is. It's like
Over there.
north, right?
Anyway, so I know you're thinking, Kirsten, what was the link here? It's alliteration. They've called this area
Yes.
the Bloody Mile. Now, why wouldn't you call it the Murder Mile?
Well,
Or
why would you call it a mile? We
exactly,
live in
we're
Australia.
Australian and we use the metric system. Wouldn't it be called like Killer Kilometre?
Kilometre.
Oh, yeah, kilometre.
Yeah.
That's just...
Either way, yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Why would they call it the Bloody Mile?
When was it named? Because we did run Imperial many years ago. Many
I
years
don't
ago.
know when it was named, because I've went onto these paranormal websites, and first of all, they keep spelling the town's name wrong, which annoys the heck out of me.
As they would.
As the Minamara River.
Mm-hmm.
They keep spelling it incorrectly.
Bastards.
Yeah, I know. Well, look, there's 2 N's and 2 R's in it, so I can... well, there's more. There's 2 N's and 2 R's.
People getting confused with double letters.
Yeah.
It's inexcusable.
It's because it's an Aboriginal name.
Oh, so they don't care because they're racist.
Yep.
Bastards.
Okay. I'm glad I haven't mentioned the site now. We just called someone racist.
You racist bastards.
But I think this might be the most haunted place I have ever read about.
How far from here is it?
I didn't look that up.
Oh. New South Wales, though.
Yeah.
So a day's drive.
Yeah.
Like 10 hours.
Yeah, we should go check it out.
We should go check it out.
Because, and I'm going to read you a list of things that has happened on this kilometre.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I keep calling it kilometre, but a kilometre and a mile is a different.
Yeah, it's different.
But either way, this area.
This stretch, it's probably not even a mile. They always do that.
Yeah. It's probably not.
Yeah. It's like 9 Mile Beach. It's 2 miles. Okay, guys. Cool.
Anyway, but like I said, each one of these stories would be enough for an awesome ghost story.
Okay.
But there's quite a lot.
Okay.
So I've had a look through the archives, and this is the crazy thing that none of the paranormal websites that I've had a look at that have mentioned the Bloody Mile ever cite. Because I did some research on it. They never mention this. So, breaking news.
Okay.
In 1818,
yes,
a mob of settlers armed themselves with guns and knives and killed 6 Aboriginal people at the Minamara River.
Rude.
All right, so I think that was the start.
That's kicked it off?
I reckon.
Okay.
Because in 1861, this is really horrible, Ellen Flynn killed her sister's child using a reaping hook, which is like a small scythe. But cut it into pieces and then was carrying around the baby's legs when police found her.
Okay.
I know. So like I said, already pretty dark.
Okay.
And people have heard the crying sounds from the area. Like
so there's a gap
crying.
of 40-something years between the two events?
But, I mean, that's just the stuff I've found literal news articles on.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so there could have been heaps in between then.
True.
But this is the one that I found literal news articles, so this actually happened. All right. Then in 1893, a boat party went onto the Minamara River.
Interesting.
Yeah. The strong current swept the boat out. They got smashed into the breakers. All 8 people drowned. All right. Including women and children because they went out for a picnic. So they didn't find all their bodies either.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. All right. And then 1909, a headless body was just randomly found. The decomposed body of an unknown man had been found amongst the mangroves in the Minamara River. The head was severed from the body and lying several feet away.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. Like I said, also a great ghost story. All right. Then in 2001, an 18-year-old was caught in a stolen car, was speeding down the highway near the area. Once he hit the Minamara Bridge, he veered into the oncoming traffic, hit a petrol tanker, was thrown from the car and struck a tree and died instantly.
Always wear your seatbelt.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's on the same bridge. All right? Then,
was the bridge crossing over the river?
The Minamara
most of the other
River.
things happened on the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the lady who chopped up that child just lived nearby the river.
Okay.
Okay. Look, there's heaps of others, but I couldn't find verified evidence, so I'm only doing the ones that I found news articles for. Then, just recently, 2019, a monster 3-meter thrasher shark was found thrashing around in... That's pretty ironic.
Yep.
Was found thrashing around in the mouth of the Minamara River. And you're going to remember this is a 3-meter shark.
It's pretty small.
I thought it was fairly big.
Okay.
It had a huge bite taken out of its tail by a much bigger predator, and its body washed up an hour later, and it had been partially eaten. And I just thought, oh, what the heck's eating sharks?
Oh.
Look, they're maybe not supernatural, but I thought, it's whatever's killing people is even doing animals.
Just a random little bit of David Attenborough thrown in there at the end of Ghost Hunters.
I know. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe this particular entity that's killing everybody is not discerning, and it'll even chomp on some sharks.
I move that we go to change the name to Reapings River.
The Reaper River. I like it. I like it a lot.
Reapings River.
But yeah, like I said, those are just, each of them, amazing ghost story in their own right. But the fact that they all happened in the same place. And.
But wait, so you haven't told me any ghost stories?
Oh, okay.
Told me about deaths that have happened there. Are there any ghost stories associated with the Bloody Mile?
Well, okay. So yes, there's been. I hate this because there's been accounts of people who've gone there. They've heard babies crying, obviously, for that poor child. I want to hear about
this stuff. I don't want to hear about the boring news reports. I don't want facts. I want suppositions, theories, and ghost stories to tell around the fire at night.
All right. Well, the people that have had, they've had their cars mysteriously broken down on the bridge.
Here we go.
With no reason for it.
Yes.
There has been numerous sightings of headless people.
Nice.
And I've mentioned the fact that when that guy that they found a body with no head, the guy that flew out of his car and smacked into a tree. There was a lady driving across the river, the bridge as well.
See, you should have led with all this, then followed up with the facts. You gave me the bibliography first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, now it's less scary because you
Well, I just wanted to lay the groundwork of actual things happened, because there's a lot of people that go, oh, this place is super haunted. Oh, who died here? I don't know. It's just a ghost. I wanted to be like, no, I know who the ghosts are.
People want the ghost stories.
I know who the ghosts are.
We don't want the facts. We want the mystery and the
There could be up to 20 different ghosts in this area.
Yeah.
Because these are all people who've had tragic deaths.
Yeah, but now our viewers are thinking about the shark. They're like, did a crocodile get it? Was it a giant anaconda? We don't have anacondas in Australia.
No, we don't have anacondas. But the fact that Tasman, that's not a very big shark, means probably a bigger shark bit it.
Unless we do have an anaconda.
Well, that was the question I was going to ask you. What do you think in the area is doing this? Is it just a ghost that's causing people to lose their minds?
Sounds like it's multiple. Sounds like it's more than one.
Or is it something darker and older?
Well, I'd have to know about more of the ghost stories to make an educated guess on what manner of creature it is.
True. Well, yeah, people, there's been an account of someone who pulled over because they saw a lady in the road. They were going to swerve and hit them. Mm-hmm. And they didn't obviously hit anything because there was no one there, got out the car and were immediately decapitated.
Ooh.
Yeah. No one knows why or what happened or how it happened.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a place. Apparently, they all tend to congregate around this place. It's a historic home called the Dinmore House.
Dinmore House?
Dinmore House, yeah. So that's where a lot of it happens with a haunting. So, yeah, I just thought, good grief, that's a lot of ghosts per capita.
Next time, definitely lead with the scary stories.
Lead with the scary stories.
And then followed up with the facts that prove that the place is haunted. Because the order has just flipped me out and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I reckon the ghost story, definitely the ghost stories first.
Yeah, but okay.
Okay, so Dinmore House.
For you.
Dinmore House on the Bloody Mile.
But it doesn't.
In New South Wales.
It doesn't. For me, I'm like, facts. But I will flip it for the sake of the podcast and for you.
Don't ruin a good time with nobody wants facts. It's 2019 going on 2020. Nobody cares about facts anymore.
But we super need to go check this place out.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to get my little EMF built up. I got my little
He's going to build his own, kit. Listeners.
I'm going to build my own EMF reader. I'm going to find Bigfoot.
Why Bigfoot? It's like your go-to every time. We don't even have a Bigfoot in Australia.
Bigfoot's not my go-to.
Okay, listeners, do me a favor. Go through our back catalogue and just cite how many times Taz brings up Bigfoot.
3 times.
That seems a lot.
Out of oodles of episodes.
Oodles.
And many more conversations.
Fair enough.
So many. His name's Bob.
Okay. Who's Bob?
Bob the Bigfoot.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Bob the Bigfoot. Can we see him? Bob the Bigfoot.
No, we can't.
Now it's 4.
Yeah, true. All right,
Now
fair
it's
enough.
4.
Now that needs to be a T-shirt. Bob the Bigfoot. And he's got a little construction helmet on.
It's far enough away from the real thing that we don't get sued or cease and desisted, right?
Of course.
Hopefully.
Have him in little overalls and a yellow hat.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, if anyone wants to send some designs through for that,
send some concept art for Bob the Bigfoot. Now, if any of you happen to live in Australia and know of some haunted places, please send it through. I mean, if you don't live in Australia, definitely send through some stories about haunted places. We just probably won't be able to visit them immediately. One day, maybe, hopefully.
I've got my passport.
Well,
maybe I'll do a solo mission.
It's the money for flights.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, like you said.
And batteries. We're going to buy batteries at every location we go to.
For our EMF readers?
Yes, because you can't take your own batteries in the plane.
Of course.
So we'll have to buy new batteries at every location we go to. But if you happen to live in Australia, Victoria especially, because we live here, please send us an email at krambamblepodcast@gmail.com and let us know if there's haunted places, because we do want to go start checking out some of them, after the sun goes down on like that lame place. Oh my God, so angry. So yeah.
Taz is referring to a ghost tour that started at 7 p.m. now, because we've got daylight savings in Victoria, well, in Melbourne in particular. 7:30 is not dark.
The sun goes down at 9:30,
yeah.
And the tour goes from 7 till 9 p.m.
It is bright and sunny at 7:30.
Sunny the Ghost. Whee!
That's an adorable name for the
Sunny the Ghost and Share the Poltergeist.
Aww.
Ooh. I know. That's another shirt.
Sunny. Yesterday my life was filled with grey. I think it's grey.
It was good. We should change the outro to that song. We'll be very confused. Why is it so poppy and happy?
Well, actually, I was thinking about that the other day. Someone said, what's your podcast about? And I'm like, it just brings a bit of light to dark subjects. And I thought, that's a sweet little catchphrase there.
Bringing the light to dark subjects. Yeah. I feel like we need a very bassy voice to read that intro, though.
Yeah, certainly not mine.
No, not mine. No, I've got a squeaky little chipmunk voice.
Oh, self-deprecation's not your
like
forte.
Barry White. Can you imagine Barry White doing that? Like an intro, just like a deep rumbly. Or...
Why do you always go porn? Barry White is about getting down.
Wow. He sings about love too. So,
it is part of love. Otherwise, that is a totally platonic relationship.
Yes. Or, who is that voice actor? I've lost it. Travis Willingham would be good.
He would be very, very good. He's got a lovely deep voice.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a tangent, guys. Travis Willingham, awesome voice actor. I feel like we're just rambling off on random topics now.
Well, I was going to say...
How did this go from aliens to ghosts?
I'm really good at segues.
Fair enough. Can you ride a Segway?
I've never tried.
It's probably safer that way. They look very dangerous.
They do. I wouldn't mind an electric scooter, though.
Oh my God, 200 years from now, so many Segway ghosts. Like there's the little...
And because they'd even float really nicely as well.
Yeah, and what are those little lean forward wheels? People called them hoverboards, but whatever the real name for them was, the little, you lean back and forward scooter.
Do you mean
spin around?
Do you mean skateboard?
No, they're electronic guys.
Yeah, no, I know, but it wouldn't be a scooter because scooters have handlebars.
No, but they called them hoverboards, but they had an actual name. They were something else because they didn't hover, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
So my other on-topic thing was if you wanted to introduce a child to horror, where would you start?
Anything with the Kardashians in it.
Oh, don't be silly.
Something else. We could go with anything based about homework, housework, vegetables.
That's lame.
Gremlins. Always Gremlins.
Start with Gremlins?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And Gremlins 1, which
Gremlins
I've
2 freaked me out.
Gremlins 2, I think, might be a bit too far for a child.
Well, it depends on the child's age. Some of them can handle it.
I mean, that's true. I guess it's up to the parents' discretion, but
if you really want to scar them...
there was a lot of swearing in Gremlins too.
Possibly.
And
Fire in the Sky. Fire in the Sky. Based on the true accounts of an abductee.
All right. Well, I was going to start with nice tame stuff like maybe Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a good way to introduce horror.
You said horror. That's not horror. That's a comedy.
It's, I don't know. It's got some really dark themes for a very young child.
Nah, anything by Tim Burton's just Sunshine lollipops. You need real horror.
The Goosebumps series, that's quite good.
The books, yes. The movies, no.
No, the movies, that wasn't scary at all.
They were very sad, Panda.
I mean, I like Jack Black, so I enjoyed it as a film, but it was not horror.
No.
Which is you kind of do want horror in a Goosebumps film.
Aliens. The second one in the trilogy.
Wasn't there a lot of swearing and gore in that too?
Yes.
Okay, well,
I watched that when I was 10.
I don't want to traumatize the child.
You said horror.
That's true. Would you count Jaws as a horror film?
Technically, it's a giant animal eating people. I don't know what it would fall under.
I think
if it
I
doesn't
watched
count as
that
horror.
at 10.
What does it count as? What is it? I think it counts as horror.
Yeah.
No.
I would say so, because it's not it's a fictitious animal.
Yeah, it's not a thriller, because that's like human stuff.
Yeah, it's not solving crime.
No. Well, it's a crime thriller, but otherwise thrillers are just like psychological thrillers.
Oh my God, yes. So, he is a bit like it is psychological, because he's sometimes there and sometimes not.
The shark?
Yeah, maybe he writes disturbing letters and keeps souvenirs. That would be a thriller.
Oh, It for kids. Definitely It.
No!
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't even seen it.
It's got a clown. I'm sure it's
Which
fine.
is bizarre because I'm the biggest horror movie person in the world, I reckon.
Biggest horror movie person in the world. That's quite a tall claim.
It is very, very tall. But I can back it up. I think I've seen almost everything from B grade to A
You
grade.
haven't seen It.
I haven't had time. It's not that I don't want to see it.
That is not an excuse.
And is it on any of the streaming services?
It is actually.
Which one?
The first one. The remake.
No.
With Skarsgård.
Which streaming service?
Oh, pretty sure it's Netflix.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well, I'll watch that today then.
Pretty sure, yeah.
We will
sure
remedy this situation.
Otherwise, I can acquire it for you.
All right, if you
Legally, of course.
that'd be great.
Yes, I can get that for you.
Yay.
Yes. Well, look at the time. That one went over 32.
Oh, you lucky bastards. You got some.
It's now 32 minutes.
You got an extra 2 minutes.
Dragging that one out.
2 minutes of content. That's my gift to you guys.
Oh, that's so.
Because I love you.
That's Christmas is coming up. That's so sweet.
Oh.
Pack that one up. Keep it in the cupboard until the day.
All right, guys. Well, I had fun.
I had fun.
And yes, remember to send through anything you want to krambamblepodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can DM us on Twitter. It's just krambamble, 2 words. You know what it is.
And I'm thinking about setting up an Instagram as well, so we can Instagram some of our stuff.
Instagram's hard work, though.
I know. The upkeep's going to... We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If Twitter, it's lazy. You know? Follow us on Twitter. I've mentioned that we've got a Twitter, and I have never said follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
And it's just at Krambamble.
Krambamble.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Don't worry, I'll put the music over this part. Whoops. Did I? I don't know. Bye.